Welcome to this video on the introduction to our chat device range. The video will be going through the hardware features of the LR7, the Nova chat device range, and the Chat Fusion device range. It will also be going through a bunch of vocabularies that are available across these devices and also some customization of them. I'm your speaker, Benjamin Bond. I'm a consultant for Liberator. We have a range of consultants in our different states. In Victoria, South Australia and Tasmania, I am your consultant. In New South Wales and ACT, that's Joe. In WA or Northern Territory, you've got Freya and Kelly. And in Queensland, you have Jess. Okay, if you have any questions about customer support, or if you want to explore the vocabularies, want to know more about the hardware features, if you want to discuss how a trial is going, things like that, then you can contact the consultants. If you have a question about, complex tech problems or billing or services, you can contact head office. Okay, so we have two different ranges of devices at Liberator. We have our accent device range and our chat device range. So the reason we have both is that our accent devices come from PRC and our chat devices generally come from Saltillo. They were two separate companies. They merged, and as Liberator is a device supplier, we are able to pass on both of these types of devices to you guys. The one difference is that the Liberator Rugged 7 is built in-house in Australia. Okay, there is a video on accent devices where we go through the hardware, the vocabularies, and the customization as well. So that's available on our YouTube channel and on our website. But down the bottom here, you can see a quick glance at the range of devices we have available. All right, so throughout this presentation, I will be going over the number of vocabularies as mentioned before, and to do that I'll be using Chat Editor. Chat Editor is a free bit of software for PCs, and it will allow you to not only explore the different vocabularies we have, but you can also make changes to client vocabs. You can back up their vocabularies. So it is quite a handy bit of software you might want to get your mitts on. It is free to download, and you can get it from that link below. Okay. It's good to note that some features will only be available once you plug in a device to that, to your computer. Okay. So our chat device range, they are Android tablets, okay, and they are really lightweight. We have access to a really large number of vocabularies, things like word power systems, multi-chat, like quick chat, basic scan. We'll have a look at all these. They have varying access methods, but not as many access methods compared to the accents. So we have two devices in our chat device range, the Chat Fusions that can do head pointing, but no other of our chat devices can, whereas the accents are all able to. We also can do switching with these devices and obviously direct selection, but that's it. And not all devices are able to do the same access method. So we will explore that, but it's just good to know. So a quick overview of the devices we'll be looking at. It's the Nova Chat 5, 8, 10, 12, Chat Fusion 8, 10, and the Liberator Rugged 7. And the numbers relate to the inch size of the screen. Okay, so to get started, our Nova Chat range, there are 4 devices. We have the Nova Chat 5, which is our smallest device. I think it's the lightest high-tech dedicated device on the market. It is the size of your phone, but has an inbuilt speaker on the back. Then that progressively increases in size to the Nova Chat 8, Nova Chat 10, and our Nova Chat 12, which still is a very large device, but is still quite light. So it's something you can carry around with you still. That's probably in contrast to our Accent 1000 or Accent 1400 device, which are quite large and really need to be mounted. Okay, so we will look at each device and which vocabularies are on each soon, But this is a quick flyover of the different Nova Chat vocabularies. So we have on the top right, My Quick Chat. We have My Core. We have Word Power. 4 Basic. Communication Journey Aphasia. And Basic Scan. So we'll flick across to Chat Editor and we'll have a look at each of these. Just bear in mind that this isn't a presentation on which vocabulary is suitable to which population. This is really just a flyover to show you what is available. So load up the Chat Editor. Okay, now you can see I have it open here. And I think we have 4 basic. No, we have My Quick Chat open up at the moment. And here you can see down the bottom we have some noun categories. In the Quick Chat sections we have phrases. The green button is kind of like positive and the red button is negative phrases. We'll have a quick look at My Quick Chat 1. We have things like silly, I like that, love it, you've got it. In the Quick Chat 2 folder, we have things like I'd rather not, I made a mistake, go away, don't do that. Okay, and a quick look at some of these noun folders. Foods, donut.
I'm hungry for a donut.
There we go. Okay, so that is My Quick Chat. Let's have a look at My Core. So in Chat Editor, go Library, English, look at symbol sticks, symbol set, and we'll go down to see My Core. Open that up. And now you can see another vocabulary. This one really is focused on literacy skills, but we have a large access to core vocab right on the home page here. Okay. Next we can have a look at Word Power. So we'll go Library, English, we'll look at Word Power, and you'll see Word Power has a lot of different vocab files. The number refers to the amount of cells per page, and some will have basic and some won't have basic. We'll have a look now. So I'll open up Word Power 42 Basic, SS being symbol 6, symbol set. Okay, you can see here in the Word Power files up the top, we have folders. Because this is a 42 file, not all of our folders can fit up the very top. So our describe button and our actions button are dropped down below there. But the way the Word Power files are set up is basically on, there's 2 main features, parts of speech and a predictive element. So parts of speech meaning our verbs are located under the action section here. Okay, and you can see they're set out in alphabetical order. Go through to find what verb you want. If you can't find the one you're looking for, you need to go to the actions A to Z, know what it starts with, and then you can click it.
Move.
Okay. This is a really common way of setting out vocabulary systems in AAC. The majority of systems you come across out there will be like this. So we looked at verbs. Now we have describe. There are adjectives. Here it's not alphabetical order. It's kind of coupled with ideas. So we have better, worse, happy, sad, hungry, thirsty, go across, hard and soft, new and old. Okay. The same principle applies. If I can't find my adjective, I have to go to describe A to Z, know what it starts with, and can make that selection. Okay. Up the top, we have groups, which is our nouns. And as nouns can be subcategorized quite easily, you can see those subcategories here. ABC is the keyboard, as well as some social phrases, people folder, question words. Now, the other buttons on here, they're our quick access core vocabulary, and there's a real predictive element to it. So if I say I want to have a drink, and I'm modeling drink, I can click drink. And you'll see that it's jumped me to a page of nouns. So I might want to say I want to drink some
orange juice.
Okay, so that was quite predictive. So what if I wanted to say I want to drink that? I want to drink with you. I want to drink more. It means I'd have to navigate back to my home page and then select my next word. Okay, so that's I guess the basic. This is Word Power Basic. So we're not so much expecting people to have to construct these really long, complex sentences. It's really just sort of 2-word, maybe 3-word phrases, right? So that will suit a certain population type. All right, so now if we look at word power 42 non-basic, you'll see a lot of the icons are removed, okay? Emphasizing a larger skill in literacy is probably needed. And if I hit drink, you'll see that it does give me some noun options, but it keeps me on this front page where I can choose some relevant core words, okay? So I want to say I want to drink and eat that. I don't know, you gotta know what you can drink and eat. Maybe a smoothie, I don't know. Okay, so that's word power 42 non-basic. But you still see all our categories are still there. So verbs, nouns, adjectives. Okay. All right, let's have a quick fly through some other word power files. Looked at 42. Now let's jump. We'll skip 48 and we'll go to word power 60 basic. Okay. Here you can see a lot more words on the home page, which is great for reducing navigation. Okay. It also gives more access to core words straight up on that home page. And now you can see because we have more words, my top row really is dedicated to just folders, right? Below that is core words and predictive ideas. So again, if I hit eat, because I'm on the basic page, it's jumped me to the noun page. Whereas if I open up word power non-basic, if I hit eat, it keeps me on that home page. Okay. One last word power file. Spending longer on this one because this is the vocabulary you'll probably use the most. This is word power 108. And you can see there's a lot of vocab on that home page, which is well and truly suitable for some people, but not all. Okay. All right, let's have a look at the next vocabulary, and that is 4 basic. A real change. So 4 basic. This is not really a robust communication system. If we look through it, we have talk button.
Can we talk? Are you listening? I want more.
I want more. All done. It's really just some functional phrases, and that's really about it. Okay, so
I want.
Common things I
want to read a book.
But as you can see, there's a lot of navigation because there's not many buttons per page. So this is a real simple system. I wouldn't necessarily be using it for someone's complete language system. All right. Next one we'll look at is communication journey aphasia. And this will be our last one. So communication journey aphasia, we'll open that. We should look at multi-chat as well. Okay, in this one we see we've got nouns folder, we have people folder, we have places folders, some social language,
not so good,
things about me, quite like. There's some scales pages down here, so pain scales and things like that. So how you feeling?
Quite a bit of pain.
Quite a bit of pain. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
So this is really kind of more contextual comments that I can use. All right.
I'm stuck.
Okay. Again, not a complete system for someone, but good for adding some context and trying to get things clearly across. Okay, one last one we'll look at, and that will be multi-chat. We do see multi-chat be used as a language system. Right, here we have, it's kind of like a phrase-based system. Up the top, question words. People folder, actions, again, is our verb. So verbs, describing folder, and noun folder. So you can see very similar structure. Once we get a lot more vocab in a file, we then need better systems of categorizing and grouping words That's why you start to see these verb folders start to take place and these noun folders. Then we've got some little sentence starters. So chat vocab.
I gotta go.
Gotta go. And we have, whoops, let me get that back up again. And we have
I want.
Sentence starters. So
I want.
To watch.
To watch.
Yeah, okay, so that is multi-chat. But let's get back to our presentation now. So if we go through, we looked at some word power files. These are all the different word power vocabularies, and we touched upon the fact that there's two main elements. One, that verbs, adjectives, and nouns are grouped together, and that there's a real predictive element, okay, to that front core words. If I press the button for go, it'll probably predict me. It might change that button to away. So I might want to say go away. Okay, so Lamp Words for Life is another vocabulary that's available on Chat Editor and some of our chat devices, but it isn't available on the Nova Chat, which is why we didn't go through it. It's only available on our Chat Fusion devices and Rugged devices. So if I load up Lamp on Chat Editor, I have to change the configuration to Lamp one.
Welcome to Chat Editor.
And I can load it up. See, Lamp has 3 different files, full version, 1 hit and transition. We'll open up full. And now you can see Lamp on here. But it is a little bit small, a bit grainy on Chat Editor. Okay, so just want to remind people that Lamp Words for Life is the app / bit of software. But there's also a LAMP therapy approach. Okay, and LAMP stands for Language Acquisition Through Motor Planning. Okay, so with all of our devices, they do come with a range of key guards or touch guides. Key guards are the ones which are more square, similar to the Chat Fusion key guard here. Touch guides are similar to the LR7 one up here. And I put an example of an accent touch guide too. You'll see that it's flatter, the hole more rounded, and so the touch guides are designed to have your hand on the screen and to slide a finger in, whereas the key guards are more designed with the idea of real clear finger isolation to get into each of those square little brackets. So all of our devices do have key guards. I'll probably need to check about the Nova Chat 5. Okay. Oops. Next page. All right, so let's get started on each of the devices. Nova Chat 5, you can see it is a small device, and so if you can imagine word power 48 on that, 108 on that size device, the size of your phone, it'd be very hard to see. So you are weighing up smaller buttons with a more functional device around size. But it is an Android device. It is very lightweight. They all have built-in speakers at the back, but you will need to charge the speaker and the phone separately at the moment. That's likely to change. And it's the lightest dedicated device on the market. And the vocabularies which are available are listed here. All of our chat vocabs except for LAMP. Okay, our Nova Chat 8, identical in features, okay, and in vocabs available. So it doesn't have LAMP Words for Life. It weighs 725 grams, which again is very light, but separate charging ports. Okay, this will come more obvious why I'm pointing this out later. Now the Nova Chat 8 has been remodeled recently, so it is still really light, only a kilo, but it has only one charging port. Okay, that's different to the 5, 8, and 12, which have 2. So one charging port to charge both the device and the speaker. And I'm guessing the other Nova Chats will be altered to be like this soon, but I can say. Now, last Nova Chat is the Nova Chat 12. Okay, really big screen, this one here, and it requires 2 charging ports. Again, very similar to the vocabularies, everything but LAMP. Okay, so let's move on to our Chat Fusion range. These are kind of like, I guess, the newer models, you could say. They are slightly different. Chat Fusion 8, 8-inch. Chat Fusion 10, 10-inch. the benefit of these is that you can turn, if the device is on but sleeping, you can wake it up by just touching the screen. There's also a wireless charging dock. Okay, so it really helps those with fine motor control issues who want more independence at managing and looking after their device. Okay, the other benefit is that it comes with all the chat vocabs and also LAMP words for life. So we will, all right, go back. As you can see here, the Chat Fusion range, everything, but we've added in LAMP words for life, which I've already showed you, so we won't go through that in too much detail. Okay, in the below picture, you can see the wireless charging dock that it uses. Has one charging port, and it has the access method of switching and head pointing. Okay, Chat Fusion 10, very similar, charging dock, head pointing, LAMP words for life in it. It's just that 2 inches bigger. And the Chat Fusion 10 weighs the same as the Accent 800, the Accent 8-inch screen. Okay, that brings us to our last device we'll look at today, the Liberator Rugged 7. As you can see here, it is quite a small device, but it is built to endure the most likely abuse from some clients. It comes with LAMP and all the chat vocabs. Okay, it's resistant to water, dust, and scratch with an IP rating of 66. You can drop it from 1.2 meters any angle, it'll be fine. Got a 7-inch screen. Screen can be used as a switch, but really it's only a direct selection type system, and it is quite late. I will just say, keep an eye out for the Liberator Rugged 8, which is likely to come out soon. Which will be 1 inch bigger. Okay, so now we get to the customization section. So I'll be demonstrating this on the chat editor software. We may not be able to get through all of this. Alright, so I've set it up so we can watch a video of me doing some of these customization features, and I'll just talk over that. So now I'll switch across to that video, up and press play. So you can see here that I'm turning on edit mode, and then I'm navigating to the page I want to add a button to. Going to nouns and groups, touch that food folder. I'm pressing and holding a blank button and pressing edit. You'll see there's a label, a message section. The label is what will be shown on the button. So we're doing Tim Tams right now. Okay, that's Australian. See the message automatic populated, that's what it's going to say. And I'm happy for it to say Tim Tam. Now find and camera are 2 options we can use here, and import. Find image on the device. About 12,000 images on here that we can use. Okay, camera will take a picture of a real life object, whatever you're pointing the device at. Untick edit mode, and now you see the Tim Tam button is there. Okay, navigated back home. Now I've gone back into edit mode. Okay. Going to people. School people. Looks like we're adding in a folder here. So okay, edit button. We'll label it as we're doing day program or something like that. Yep. Now see that message section below? We'll want to get rid of that so it doesn't say day program when we click on it. Reduce the keyboard and then press find or camera or import. Import is when there's a picture you've input on the device from your computer. Press search. No images are found, which is fair enough. Day programs are very specific symbol, I guess. We're going to type in building to try and find one that looks like the day program building. Okay, scroll down, have a look. We're choosing time now, Benny boy. As you see, there's a lot of different icons in here. This is because it's accessing a number of different symbol sets. Alright, chosen that one. prison, doesn't it? All right. Now, style is where you change the look of the button. Because it's a folder, you can change the body to make it really stand out that it functions differently to a button only. Actions. This is where we tell the button to do something different. Alright, so at the moment it's only speaking a message, so we're deleting that. But now we want it to actually navigate somewhere. Hit navigate or jump to page, they're the two options, but there's also things like battery status. You can make it tell you the battery status of the device, or read it out. We did jump to page. That means when we make a selection, it'll take us back to the page we were previously on. So I went to template to find the WordPower 60 basic template. Clicked OK. And I'm renaming the page. This is really important so that every subsequent page we use from this template don't all link to the same page. So we're calling it day program. Let's save. Right. Press save. No animation. Reminds me of old PowerPoint presentations. Okay, go back. And there's our day program button. Or folder, I should say. Excellent. Right, now we're copying a button and we're pasting it on top of buttons we don't want, just to make it look a bit more tidy. This is if we don't want all these other buttons. It can be handy to go from a template, because then your home button, your clear button, and all that kind of stuff is already there. But you can also move around these buttons by clicking and dragging when you're in edit mode. Okay, so now we'll turn it off. Navigate back home. Alright, now I think we will be showing how to hide vocabulary or mask. So we hit hide mode once we're in edit mode. We can hide everything on the page and select a button to bring it up, or we can individually hide different buttons if we want to make them really stand out. So turn off hide mode and edit mode, and now you can see the ones we grayed out and that disappeared. They're still there, they're just hidden. Okay, we'll turn hide mode back on. We'll go show all to bring everything back up. Here I'm just demonstrating that you can hide everything at once. Okay. Bring it all back up again. Get out of hide mode, turn off edit mode. Okay. Next we'll go into settings. I think we're going to be turning on Word Finder. No, not, we're going into voice. Okay, so if you don't like the voice that is coming out, if you are working with a boy and it's a girl voice, then you can follow these instructions and click that voice drop down to find a male child or a male adult Australian voice.
Hello, my name is Olivia, a child female.
Yep. Once you like what you have, press save, navigate back out. Right, it's the menu bar, and as you can see I have a Word Finder button right there. So this is how you turn on that in the menu bar. Okay, so you can go to settings, click Word Finder, then tick show menu item. Go back. Now it will be in that menu section. Okay. Now what I'm going to show is how to lock the menu. So click menu lock and give it a tick. I'm going to put in a password here. The demonstration I put in PW. Click save. Right, now you can see there's a more button where Word Finder was, because we've added more elements to the menu bar. Word Finder's there, but lock next to it, click on that, and click on 3 dots, it'll be locked. Now you can put in the wrong password as many times as you want, and it won't disable it permanently. When you're ready, type your password, click OK, and make sure you click No in this section. Okie dokie, that is how you lock your system. One last thing. You want to go to Library and change the vocabulary. You won't really need to do this much, but just hit Library, press Duplicate to make a copy of the original. Open it up. This is probably more appropriate for a trial if you're doing a trial with someone when you want to look at a LAMP file, maybe a word power file, or even just different word power systems. You can simply go into Library and change that. But in LAMP, you've got something called Vocab Builder, which helps us to quickly hide everything except the words we want to target. So that's what I've gone into here. I made a duplicate copy of LAMP and then went to Vocab Builder in the menu bar. I named the file. Now I'm just typing in individual words that I want to show up. So we did go and then we tick the box. Now we're doing stop and I tick the box. Everyone we tick is what's going to be showing on the screen once we get out of this. I saw waffle. Want. Tick that. Then press save. It asks us if we want to enable it. We say yes. Go back and now you can see everything on the whole device is hidden except for these 3 words. This is different to word power where we had to go into each individual page and hide it all. So the navigate, the masking in LAMP is a lot easier than in our word power files or other chat device files. Okay, that's some of the customization. Get rid of that. All right, so again, if you have any other questions about our chat device range, feel free to get in touch with any of the consultants here, and that will bring our chat device range to an end. Thank you very much.